Okay, so good morning, good afternoon. It is almost crunch time. Literally, the matzah crunching. Got that one? Good. So, I don't know if we'll be around Friday because in America, I think there's a Friday situation going on with Yontif. I think people in America are keeping Friday. We have Chol Moed. But I think I heard a rumor that Friday's second day of Yontif in America. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to have a Friday thing because all the people that listen to this Friday, there's only one person, so I can probably speak to them directly, right, Brooklyn? The interesting thought I really just saw a couple days ago, and I read it again today. So in the alei shur, Rav Volbe Zatzal talks about the connection of Hilchos Pesach and Haggadah on Pesach, and he kind of looks at this as like really two sides of Pesach. You ask a guy, Pesach is about Dvar Torahs and stories, Sipur. And you ask the women, and it's the worst thing because it's all cleaning, it's halacha, it's the whole house, and it's running around. And Rav Volbe says it's really two sides of Pesach. Just like there's two sides Judaism. There's the building, and there's the blossoming part. So the building is an external piece, and the internal piece is another situation entirely. A house is external. You build a house, it's got the bricks, it's got the wood, or whatever it is. Then how a person lives in a house, how a person grows, that's an internal situation, internal operation. And Pesach is that. We start with 30 days before Pesach, which is Purim, and 30 days of halacha. We're preparing what is chametz, what I got thrown out, what is good, how do we kasher, 30 days. Boom. But we get to Pesach night, and we kind of take a step back, and we take really a less of a approach with Pesach. Chametz is gone, hopefully, and we have time to do the Haggadah start part of Pesach, and that's really the essence of Pesach. The building of a person, the building of the tzora of the building of a Jewish people is halacha. So that sustains us, that's kept us as Jewish people for thousands of years. But when it comes to really building now internally each person, that's the Haggadah. That's the Sipurim, that's the Shvach, and that's the path of every Jewish person. And Rav Volbe quotes the son of the Alter of Kelm. A person is literally Haggadah, how a person lives. I can't tell you how you're supposed to approach Hashem. I can't tell you what's important in your avodas Hashem. Each person, the way they live, that's their story, that's their Haggadah, that's the way they approach it. And that's something that's very important as we gather around the Seder. I can't tell you how you should feel like you left Mitzrayim. I can't tell you what your year was like. I can't tell you how the Shvach was. And that's kind of really the job of a parent at the Seder. In America, it was a little different. In America, the kids had books and books and books on Pesach. And as a kid, you got a lot of stuff to say. In Eretz Yisrael, it's a little different. Eretz Yisrael, it's really I keep telling people the big difference is it's on the hands of the parents to really do a lot of the chinuch and the teaching. In America, you're paying a lot more. I think the quality is also higher, the rebbeim and the teachers. So you kind of get what you pay for, that kind of thing, not to speak too much lashon hara about the system here in Israel. But that's kind of how it is. And Pesach, you kind of have to now roll up your sleeves and have to speak to each child differently. The older ones is one way. The young ones you have to more or less teach. And that's hopefully that we all succeed in our work as fathers and parents on Pesach, is to kind of show them really Pesach isn't all about halacha. That doesn't grow a person. That doesn't really grow a person. It's the inner tzmichus, inner growth that each person has to kind of find themselves and their inner journey, and how what they did from last year to this year, how they're thankful to Hashem. Some people got married, some people got sick, some people lost their work, some people got work, and every step along the way is to show shvach to Hashem, just like Mitzrayim, the Moshe Rebbe, the Divrei Yisrael talks about. Just like Mitzrayim was open miracles from Hashem, so too our daily lives, where we're going, what we're doing, jobs we're getting, jobs we're losing, illnesses, people passing away, people being born, that's all from Hashem. And hopefully we take this lesson and we can hopefully see that this Nisan should be a Nisan of Geula. Chag Sameach.